Our planet appears as a blue marble from space and, it is a world of water, yet the amount of water we can actually use is incredibly small. Most of Earth's water, over 97%, is salt water in the vast oceans. It is unsuitable for drinking, or for growing the crops that sustain us. The remaining portion is fresh water, but most of that is locked away. It is frozen in glaciers and polar ice caps far from where most people live. This leaves a tiny fraction, less than 1% of all water on Earth, available to us in rivers and lakes and underground aquifers. This is the water that must support all terrestrial life, including our own burgeoning human population. Fresh water is the very essence of life. We depend on it for our most basic survival. We drink it to stay alive. We use it to cook our food and to maintain our hygiene. Beyond our homes, water is the silent partner in almost every aspect of our civilization. It is the lifeblood of our agriculture, nourishing the fields that feed billions of people. It is a critical component in our industries, cooling machinery, generating power, manufacturing the goods we use every day. When we look at how humanity uses its share of fresh water, a clear pattern emerges. The global distribution is dominated by a single activity, agriculture, which consumes around 70%, primarily for irrigation. This water transforms dry land into productive fields, underpinning our entire global food system. The second largest consumer is industry, using approximately 20% for manufacturing and energy production, like cooling power plants. The final 10% is for domestic purposes, the water we use for drinking, cooking, and sanitation. While these are global averages, the reality can differ greatly by country. India's water story is one of immense scale, home to 18% of the world's population but with only 4% of its fresh water. The country is under significant water stress. Agriculture accounts for nearly 90% of all water withdrawals, far higher than the global average, driven by water-intensive crops and a legacy of the Green Revolution. The consequences of our intensive water use are not abstract future problems, they are visible today and are harming people and the natural world. One of the most immediate effects is the simple physical scarcity of water. When we divert entire rivers for irrigation or pump aquifers dry, we leave behind a depleted landscape. Rivers that once flowed to the sea now run dry before reaching their destination, and wells that have supplied communities for generations no longer yield water. For millions of people, this means a daily struggle to find enough water to survive. The poor, those in rural areas. Beyond scarcity, water pollution poses a grave threat. Runoff from farms carries pesticides, fertilizers, causing harmful algal blooms that suffocate aquatic life. Industries and cities often release inadequately treated wastewater containing heavy metals, chemicals, pathogens. This pollution contaminates our drinking water sources, making people sick and increasing the cost of water treatment. The scale of the water challenge is immense, but it is not insurmountable. Solutions exist, and they can be implemented at every level of society: individual homes, national governments. For individuals, the path begins with a conscious effort to reduce personal water consumption. Taking shorter showers, fixing leaking taps and pipes, choosing water-efficient appliances. Opt for native plants and gardens that require less watering. For agriculture, the largest water user, the potential for savings is enormous. Flood irrigation is inefficient. Fields inundated and lost to evaporation. Transition to drip irrigation. Drip delivers water directly to the roots and can cut water use by more than half. It often increases crop yields. Governments can support farmers with subsidies for new equipment and with training. Promote less water-intensive crops, especially in arid regions. Cities and industries must act too. Invest in modern wastewater treatment. Reuse for industrial cooling, irrigating public parks and flushing toilets. Use smart urban planning with permeable pavements and rain gardens. Capture rainwater and replenish groundwater. Effective water management requires strong governance. Protect and restore rivers, wetlands,